Congressman Brendan Boyle, thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, great to be back with you.
So we are obviously in the immediate aftermath of Republicans voting to advance their budget blueprint that would seek to ultimately cut Medicaid, cut food stamps, and the way that they're framing this right now in order to give themselves plausible deniability is that, in fact, they're not seeking to cut any of these programs because the budget itself just seeks to cut committee budgets. So can you explain the bait and switch that they're pulling right here?
Republicans are making an unbelievably dishonest and disingenuous argument. Steve Scalise, for example, and others were making it just yesterday. They were saying, look through the document. You won't even find the word Medicaid. Democrats are lying. It is total BS, and here's why. In their document, some 58 pages, people can easily go online and read it. It has directions to each committee of jurisdiction, again, either to increase spending or, for most of them, decrease spending. The direction to the Energy and Commerce Committee is cut spending by $880 billion. Now, what does Energy and Commerce have control over?
Medicaid.
And it has control over a few other things, but here's the thing. If you really didn't want to cut Medicaid, and you instead wanted to cut 100% of everything else Energy and Commerce has jurisdiction over, guess what? That doesn't come anywhere close to $880 billion. In fact, it only gets you about halfway there. So even if, and they're not going to do this, but even if they eliminated everything that Energy and Commerce has control over except for Medicaid, by definition, they would have to still cut Medicaid by hundreds of billions of dollars. So make no mistake about it, they are cutting Medicaid. And remember, the $880 billion figure that's in their budget resolution, it says a minimum of $880 billion. That's a floor, not a ceiling. So it could go well north of $1 trillion. But even if it doesn't, make no mistake about it, these are the biggest cuts to Medicaid in American history.
In other words, it is a mathematical impossibility to be able to cut this funding to these committees if they are not seeking to fund Medicaid. It is a mathematical impossibility if you're looking to cut $230 billion from Agriculture Committee, if you're not looking to cut food stamps, for example. But they gave themselves this plausible deniability because now these members can come out, like Nicole Malliotakis came out today and posted, it doesn't say anything about Medicaid in the bill. Well, of course it doesn't say anything about the Medicaid in the bill. It says something about the Energy and Commerce Committee being cut, and the only thing that they're able to cut to reach those numbers are Medicaid.